So let's say you have a charge on your record and it keeps bugging you. Every single time you apply for a job or an opportunity, it shows up and it limits you from the progress that you can be making in life, in your career, or otherwise. So you're at a point where you feel like you want to clear this record, but you don't quite want to hire a lawyer and you want to do it by yourself, or you at least want to try to do it by yourself. Maybe you need to save on legal fees, or maybe you feel like, you're intelligent enough where you can figure out this law thing and do it by yourself. Well, if you want to clear your record by yourself without the assistance of a lawyer, let me tell you what you're going to need to do. So the first thing that you're going to need to know is the law in the city or the county in which you were arrested in. Now that law is very specific. So just because you live somewhere else or you've moved somewhere else, that's not where you want to look. You want to look specifically in the city or the county that you were arrested in, because that is going to be the law that controls whether your record is eligible for sealing or an expungement. Now, the point of finding this information out is because you want to see if you qualify. You can't seal or expunge a record if you don't qualify to do so under the law. So it's really important that you find out what the law is. Now, again, because you're doing this on your own, you're going to need to access some public resources to be able to do this. Now, for the most part, the laws in most states and jurisdictions are available online. The only issue is that it may not always be accurate or up to date, especially if the law has changed. So be aware of that. So a great place to start with finding out the law in the state or city that you were arrested in is simply just doing a search with a search engine. So for instance, if I'm in Washington, D.C., where my law practice is located in, I would Google something like record sealing laws, Washington, D.C., or expungement laws in Washington, D.C. That will likely pull up some type of search as to what the law is in the state or jurisdiction that you were arrested in. Now, you're going to need to read the law. And this is, again, if you're doing this without an attorney, you'll want to make sure that you understand the law. The wording in these laws, they're not always clear. They're not always direct. And so you might need to read it multiple times for you to understand what the law is. Now, just understand, you can't skip this step, because if you want to know if you qualify to seal or expunge your record, you have to find out if the law applies to you. So now, let's say you've read the law online, but you're not sure and you feel like you need more details, or the whole entire statute is not available to you. For the most part, most lawyers have legal resources such as LexisNexis and Westlaw. These are databases where you can actually search active laws. To have access to these databases, you do need a subscription. And so another place that you may want to check to better review or research the law that applies to you would be going to a public law library. I would say in a lot of major cities, there are law libraries that are available to the public. There may be some organizations that have law libraries as well. But a secondary place that you may want to go is simply going to a law library and looking up these laws. Understand that some of the law libraries may be able to give you access to these online databases with the most accurate and up-to-date laws. In other situations, you may actually have to search the books that outline these laws. And so that may be a little bit harder to understand. But once you have researched the law in the state or jurisdiction that you were arrested in, you now know whether you actually qualify to expunge or seal your record. Now that you know that you qualify to either expunge or seal your record, the second thing that you need to do is find out the procedure for expunging and sealing your record. Now, a lot of these procedures are going to be found in court rules potentially, or you may need to visit your local courthouse to better understand the procedure for expunging or sealing your record. So for instance, in some states or jurisdictions, you may only have to fill out a form. If it's a simple form where you have to put your name, the case number, and otherwise, you can just submit that usually with the clerk of courts in the courthouse, and that's an easy submission. In other places and in other jurisdictions, you may actually have to write a formal motion. A motion is something that you write and you submit for a judge's review to be able to make a decision, or you're asking the judge to act on your behalf. So a motion to seal or a motion to expunge would simply mean that you're asking a judge to issue a court order expunging your record or sealing your record. Now, to file a formal motion in court, that requires a little bit more knowledge. And so you may want to go to the clerk of courts or the criminal clerk of courts in the state or county that you were arrested in, maybe see if they have sample motions. It is very rare that the clerk of court would have sample motions for you to expunge or seal your record, but it doesn't hurt to ask. They may be able to provide some guidance with respect to what needs to go into the motion before you file it with the courts. So a place that you may want to visit is the actual clerk of courts. You may want to get your hand on a copy of the court rules so that you know that you're putting the right information inside your motion as well. So again, the first step is to make sure that the law applies to you. You're going to take that law and now go through the procedure of actually expunging or sealing your record by filing something or submitting something, usually with the courts. So now keep in mind, when you go to the clerk of courts, which is just like an office usually in a courthouse that does and handles all the legal filing. If you go to the clerk of courts, they're not going to be able to give you legal advice. So they may be able to guide you with what needs to be filed or how to file something, or who needs to be served, but they're not going to be able to give you legal advice with respect to what the law actually says or whether you qualify. So just keep that in mind if you're in a position where you are going to visit the clerk of courts. Now, the third thing that you need to know is that if you were arrested in multiple states, then you have to understand that there are different laws that apply to each state, each city, each county that you were arrested in. So for instance, if you were arrested in Washington, D.C., but let's say you were also arrested in Montgomery County, Maryland, or another state, right? You will have to know the procedure for every single state that you were arrested in. Now, that can be time consuming, but understand that just because you've moved, it doesn't mean that the laws where you are currently living will be the laws that apply to sealing or expunging your record. Now, the next thing that I'll mention is that understand that this process is going to require a lot of patience, right? To understand the law, to read the law, to figure out the procedures, and then to actually formally file something in court. This takes a really long time for a person who doesn't have a background in law to do. But if you follow these procedures, just as I put it, you will have a better understanding of, one, whether you qualify, and two, how to actually file something with the court to seal or expunge your record. You're going to need to be patient with yourself because it can be frustrating to understand these laws, especially with the way that they are written. But if you take the time to understand or get the assistance that you need to understand the laws, you'll be a step closer to sealing your record. And so that brings me to my fourth point. If at any point in time you do not understand the laws, or you're not sure if you're doing it correctly, or if you don't understand the procedures, it's important at this point to consult with an attorney. Because what could happen is if you incorrectly file something, or let's say you qualify for an expungement, but instead you filed for sealing, and now you don't have the same remedies under the law, you're now in a worse position than you not doing anything. Because now, not only will an attorney have to retract what you've just filed, but they also have to fix it as well. So now if you're in a position where you try to do it by yourself, and you had to now hire an attorney to correct what you did, it's actually going to cost you a lot more than you just simply hiring the attorney in the first place. So just be careful that if you're going to file something, you got to be 100% sure that you're filing the correct things and that you're not limiting yourself from remedies that would be available to you otherwise. So if you want to talk to an attorney, there are different ways that you can do so. You can reach out to nonprofit organizations if you qualify. There are lots of legal justice organizations. You can reach out to the public defender's office in whatever city or county that you are in. Some public defender's offices may be able to provide you with free resources. Another thing that you can do is reach out to the original attorney that represented you in the criminal case to see if they can provide you with some guidance on clearing your record or sealing your record. And of course, if none of those options are available to you, or let's say you don't qualify or you make too much income, then it may be a good idea to simply retain an attorney. At least you know that you're getting the right result. You have someone who has a background in law that can do it correctly for you, and you don't have to worry about extending the process or putting yourself in a situation where you are asking for the wrong remedy, limiting yourself from a particular outcome that you may have deserved. The most common mistake that I see a lot of people make when they're clearing their record on their own is that they do it incorrectly. Most states allow for expungement and record sealing. And I do see a lot of people file for things like record sealing when they could have and should have requested an expungement, which usually allows higher protections under the law for clearing your record or completely removing the offense from your record. And usually an expungement will give you the kind of outcome that puts you in a position that shows that you are actually innocent of the offense, or puts you in a position where it's as though that you never committed the offense in the first place. While record sealing oftentimes allows the record to be removed from public view or removed from people accessing the record. So the laws in every state are different. These are just general concepts when it comes to record sealing or expungement, but it's important to know the law in your state, in your county, your jurisdiction, to make sure that you understand the effect of potential record sealing versus an expungement. So I hope that is helpful to you on your journey of clearing your record. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, and I'm always happy to answer them for you and follow up potentially with any other videos that you may have on this topic. As always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon.